Well, good morning and welcome to the morning show here at daryllorette Cafe. I'm your host, Daryl. Well, I just came from the kitchen, just fixed myself a nice big bowl of oatmeal, and this morning I thought I'd give the black tea a break because it's a little strong, it's got a bit of a bite to it. So this morning I have a cup of green tea. So anyway, yesterday was an interesting day. I I went grocery shopping in the morning, and then I checked my mail before then, before I went to go grocery shopping, and I found a card from the post office saying that I had a package up at the post office at the postal outlet at the drugstore. So when I got back from shopping, I called the drugstore, found out that they had the package up there. I always do that because I don't want to go up there, even though it was dated for the 25th, which was like 2 days ago yesterday. You know, yesterday was the 27th, it was dated for the 25th, and it said on the card to pick it up the next day or the same day after 5 o'clock. So I assumed that it was there, but I always call anyway just to make sure, because when I did call, she couldn't find it. Like, and it was all because they had my address has a say a 1/2 or a 0.5, and which is the same thing. It's like 0.5 or 1/2, like 123 0.5 Main Street or whatever street, and or 123 and a half. So that's my address. It's got a half. It's 1/2. Half of what? I don't know. I don't know why they do that. My eye doctor's address downtown is 164 or whatever and a half. My last address was the same thing. It was 1223 and a half. It's like, why they do that, I don't know. It's like next door is 123, and next door to that is 123 and a half. They gotta have that half. They can't give you a whole, so they give you a half. So anyway, I settle for the half, and I take the half. So so I went up after I got back from the grocery store. I put my groceries away. Then I called, found out that I was up there, and I went up and picked it up. So came in a nice box, and I wasn't exactly 100% sure. Well, the only thing I was expecting was my Bruce Lee T-shirt and my Bruce Lee sweatshirt. So and it came in a box, and I was thinking, the paper said it was just a T-shirt, and I thought, oh great, I gotta wait for another parcel. That's like 3 parcels. So when I got it home, I opened it up, and sure enough, it was both the T-shirt and the sweatshirt. So I was like, whoa, wow, I'm glad that's all over with. What a wait. I mean, I had to go all the way down to the east end of the city to the UPS outlet, the warehouse, and pick up the first, the photo presentation. It has 2 photos, and it has another, like a symbol. Um, so it's a photo presentation of 2 photos and this symbol, martial arts symbol. So I had to go down and pick that up, and then pay the UPS for charges for what is it? When they cross the border, you got to pay for that duty. The duty you have to pay for crossing the border when you buy stuff, because it came from the States and it's going into Canada and whatever. So on top of the shipping and handling that I paid the company, Bruce Lee Enterprises, I had to pay UPS for the charges for the items to cross the border. So later on that day, I'm thinking, okay, I got all my stuff. I got my Bruce Lee photo presentation. I got my T-shirt and my sweatshirt. I'm happy, and I get a knock on my door later on in the afternoon. I'm fixing my supper, and it's like, I thought there's some guys in the hallway or in the apartments downstairs and upstairs doing some renovating, fixing up. So I thought it was one of them. So it was like I was kind of reluctant to answer the door, but eventually I eventually said, "Who is it?" That sort of thing. And no one said anything. So I thought, it's like, don't waste my time, sort of thing. But then I checked, looked out through the peephole and saw that it looked like some guy, like some guy with a uniform. So I yelled out again, "Who is it?" And he came back up, and I saw that it was a guy with a parcel. So, I opened the door. I said, "A parcel? I'm not expecting any parcels. What could that be?" So it turned out to be a UPS guy with a parcel for me. So I'm just like, gee, I thought I got everything from you guys. I had to go all the way down to your warehouse in the East End to pick up my first parcel, and then I just today went to the post office and picked up another parcel. So I got everything that I ordered and paid for. So what the heck do you guys got for me now? So I had to pay another $9.31 for, because it crossed the border, and you got to pay the border tax or whatever you call it. So I paid him that, and he gave me the parcel, and I opened it up, and it turned out to be another Bruce Lee t-shirt and a sweatshirt. They sent me two by mistake. So it's like I got two. I paid like $42 for the sweatshirt and like $30 for the t-shirt, and they sent me two. And I had to log on to the website after I had my supper and whatnot and check it out, because they had a 50% sale. It said 50% or less, actually. 50% or less. So I thought it was like, I just noticed the 50%. I didn't read the fine print, so it said 50% or less. And it turns out that the sweatshirt was marked down to $42, and the t-shirt was marked down for, I think, $29. So I'm thinking I'm getting a 2-for-1 special. But it turns out that they must have accidentally, or maybe on purpose, because I'm a really nice guy, they sent me two t-shirts to Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee is it says Bruce Lee is my hero on the t-shirt. It's a nice gray, and it has, it has a Bruce Lee photo and whatnot. And the sweatshirt is a vintage crew, or that's what they call it. I guess it's, it looks like an old-fashioned sweatshirt. So, and then it has a little emblem on it of Bruce Lee with that flying sidekick that you see in one of the early 2 movies that he does. Anyway, so if you want to see them, you can log on to the brucelee.com website, and you can see all the log on to the store. They have a store there, and you can see all the different sweatshirts and t-shirts and hoodies and whatnot. But if you want to see the ones that I took pictures. I took a half a dozen pictures of the t-shirts, the t-shirt and the sweatshirt, and I put it up on Facebook and Flickr. So if you want to check them out, you can easily access that through my blog. You can check them out and see what they look like, and you can also log on to brucelee.com and visit their store and see what they look like, because it looks like they're well put together. And I have not worn, I should be wearing one right now, but I'm just actually took me a while to take the tags off. I hung them up in the closet with the tags still on, and the tags are like little 2-inch tags, and they have a photo of Bruce Lee. They almost look like a little collector card, so I hung on to them. So it was a pretty exciting day yesterday, and that's pretty much my story for yesterday. So anyway, my oatmeal is, I think, getting a bit cold, and I got woken up this morning at like midnight. Some jackaninny popped the front door open because it's busted, and you can just yank on it and open it up, and came into the apartment. And I had just woke up at around midnight after sleeping soundly for a good I went to bed at 7:30, and I slept you know, for a good 4.5 hours without waking up. So, you know, I had a pretty good sleep. That's a pretty good sleep for me. So I was told that somebody had broken into one of the apartments across the hall. And the guy, I looked out the peek hole and I caught a really good look at the guy. I saw everything that he was wearing. He was wearing like a parka with a hood with fur trim. Underneath that he had a hoodie because he had the hood up, and underneath the hoodie, the hood of the hoodie, he had a baseball cap. He was a white guy, thin white guy with a thin face. He had some facial, looked like he had some facial hair, and he had a dark colored backpack on his back, and the coat was like maybe a dark color navy blue perhaps, and I think he was wearing, you know, maybe dark pants probably, and sneakers. I think, pretty sure he was wearing sneakers, and he looked like he was possibly in his early 20s. Now he looked homeless, you know, and I can probably assume anybody that young who's homeless is probably possibly into drugs. So, you know, he's looking for a place to crash or whatever. And if he was the one who broke into the apartment across the hall, they probably fixed it because they just came up here. They were up here yesterday, the guys working on the apartments, and you know, they'll probably be back again today, or you know, as soon as they come, you know, whenever they're back, they're back. You know, they'll be working on the apartments and until they're finished. So anyway, so now because I'm the only guy, the only tenant on this side of the building out of 9 apartments, I'm the only tenant here. I'm playing security guard over here as well. So it's a little unnerving. And I'm not really in a position to confront somebody like that, like by myself. You know, even cops wouldn't necessarily confront an individual like that unless they felt confident enough that they could subdue the person if necessary. You know, they have guns and tasers and all that stuff. I've got nothing except my wits. Anyway, so that's my story for today. You know, that's everything that pretty much happened to me yesterday. What's going to happen today? It's Friday. You know, tomorrow's the weekend. Hopefully it'll be... Actually, I'm kind of looking forward to the weekend because I need to take a break. I'm like, hopefully not going to... I might have to go grocery shopping on the weekend if I can't put it off until the beginning of the week. But actually, I might not be able to. So I might have to just maybe do some grocery shopping on the weekend, but other than that, I'm going to kind of take it easy and get caught up on some work and whatnot. I did that yesterday. I was able to get caught up on doing some blogging and whatnot, and I got to get back to doing that today as well, if I can. And I think I got some stuff down at the cafe that should be ready soon, so I better get down there before it burns or goes bad or something like that. So I'm going to let you go now for today, and I haven't even hardly started eating my oatmeal, so I got to eat that. So until next time, this is Daryl Lorette here at Daryl Lorette Cafe, wishing you a good Friday. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.